Yannis is here with HOOPSWORLD TV talking to the general manager of the Minnesota Timberwolves, David Kahn. Been racking up the frequent flyer miles, just got back from Minnesota, introduced Michael Beasley yesterday. Can you talk a little bit about his acquisition and the potential that the change of scenery could have on his game?
Well, I don't think that Michael needed, per se, a change of scenery. I think that he was traded precisely because of this once in a million shot of having these three guys, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh play together. Otherwise, I don't think he would have been traded. And I think that the 2 years that he played in the league, when you consider the fact he would have been a sophomore and a junior at Kansas State, weren't all that bad. But, I do think that Michael felt in Miami that because of the way the team was built with Wade as the centerpiece, that there may be more that he can do on the floor than he's shown thus far. And I think we'll give him that opportunity in the way we play, which is a little bit more of an up-tempo way and a little less of a more egalitarian way, I think, of offense. So we're excited to have him. Frankly, the way we obtained him was so easy in terms of so little risk that it was something that was just too obvious for us not to do.
You guys also just traded Al Jefferson to the Utah Jazz, and one of the main reasons that you were willing to let him go was you signed a free agent that not a whole lot of people knew about, in Nikola Pekovic. Tell us a little bit about his game and what you're expecting from him in his NBA debut this upcoming season.
Well, technically we haven't signed him, so I really shouldn't speak about it, but let's pretend for a moment that he has been signed.
Absolutely.
Nikola is an NBA-ready player from Europe, a big man who plays a true American big man's game. It's very odd. He doesn't play at all like a European center. He likes to go in the post. He likes to establish position. He really knows how to seal people down there and get a shot off. And he's a tough guy, and we didn't really have enough toughness on our team, we felt. So this was a good addition for us as well. And it did make the idea of trading Al made it a little bit more palatable when you know that Beasley's there now, Pekovic, Milicic still, Love, and we may need to even have one more big added to the mix.
The point guard situation in Minnesota is very strong. A lot of depth there with Johnny Flynn, Ramon Sessions, talk about Luke Rittenauer coming over as well. But everyone, of course, is curious about the guy that you invested a lottery pick in last year, in Ricky Rubio. Where do things stand with Riccio right now, and how much are you looking forward to potentially adding him next year when he has a buyout clause in his contract?
Well, we anticipate him coming next year. He told Kurt Rambis and I as much, that's what he anticipated as well when we last visited with him face-to-face in June. He does have a buyout clause, as you mentioned, in his contract with Barcelona. And I see no reason to think that he won't be with us, and I think it will be great to have him. He'll be the grand old age of 20 when he arrives a year from now. He's 19 now, so there's still a lot of basketball left in Ricky.
This is your second year with the Minnesota Timberwolves. How long do you feel like it takes to get your system in place, your guys there, all of the pieces that you're looking for to put your brand on this franchise?
Longer than people think. And what I mean by that is, we live in a very instantaneous-minded culture where people want things now. And it's hard to do things immediately. I felt we had to spend a year last year learning the ball club, Kurt and I especially, who we had and what their strengths and weaknesses are before we started doing things willy-nilly. And we made some moves last year, but not significant ones. I think we waited on the significant ones until this past offseason. So it takes time, and nothing happens overnight. I know that's trite to say, but it's true. And we're trying to do things as quickly as possible, but we're also trying to not do things hastily and take chances that could come back and